So typically whenever you all see me, I am in a space that's not very big. I'm clearly in a bigger space now. Guys, my life is really weird and I need to do a little bit of a story time today. You might notice that I am very obviously not in my van. And well, the last that you heard from me, something kind of strange happened and well, I think it's time we talk about it. So I was just out and about doing the things that I do on the road, filming. I went for a hike, I went to go eat, I was sharing some beautiful things with you guys, and I was on my way back out to the campsite because I was gonna go and do a few things to my van, and I happened to think, ooh, let me stop off at this one other place because I've been wanting to go there and I just haven't, and you'll see that video very soon and understand what it is. But while I was there, I was exploring this last portion of this place and I met these two families and they were really super sweet and we just started talking, and come to find out they were traveling and come to Branson pretty frequently. And I was like, oh, this is cool. I can talk to you guys. They have a son who's actually in the Air Force. He's stationed in Texas. And we were talking about how they were going to spend their Christmas in Texas, close to San Antonio. And as we were sitting there chatting and having this wonderful conversation, something kind of came up and it was wild and it just blew my mind. And well, my day kind of took a turn from what I was going to do to what I am now doing. So typically whenever you all see me, I am in a space that's not very big. I'm clearly in a bigger space now, and it's all because of the kindness of the McHendry family. We met whenever we were exploring and our conversation led from one thing to the next, and they had an extra vacation booking that they weren't going to be using, and so out of the kindness of their hearts, they said, hey, where are you staying tonight? And they knew it had been cold, and so they were kind of, I think, a little bit concerned about me in the van. And when I was like, oh no, I'm good, I have a spot out at the state park, I love it there, it's beautiful right now. And they were like, well, we have a proposal for you. We have a place that we'd already booked and it wasn't right and we changed our place, but we still have this place and we would love it if you stayed there. Now, I know what you're saying. You're probably like, Bunny, why would you stay at a place that a stranger told you about? Well, it kind of goes back to something I've spoken about here on the channel before. Trust your gut. You know, so often we are in weird situations where we feel super uncomfortable and we know that that means we need to up and go. You know, pretty often we don't talk about the other side of that though, about how some scenarios we just feel safe or like we've known someone for a really long time, or how we relate to people on a person-to-person basis and it turns into something that is absolutely beautiful. And well, today was one of those days. I had this opportunity to just sit and talk to them for a while and suggest a few things, not only here in the Branson area, but in a few other areas also. And I do that so often, and I don't really do it to get praise or anything like that. I just do it because I really want people to get out there and explore. But in this particular situation, these people had something that they saw in that they were appreciative of, and as a result wanted to reciprocate that by doing something kind for me. And well, it was really kind. It was super kind. And so for the next couple days, I'm going to be staying in this vacation rental. And this isn't just any vacation rental. This is a very nice vacation rental. And I'm going to do a full follow-up video so you guys can see what this is and also kind of what the place that I'm at looks like. But this is like a Holiday Inn Club resort. So I'm staying on a resort for the next couple days, and I don't really know how to feel about that because I'm so typically a person who does such minimal things in my van. But every so often, the world sends you like this bubble of joy just to say thank you. And that's exactly what they did. So if the McKendrys are watching this right now, I appreciate you. I appreciate you more than you will ever know, and there's nothing I can ever do to repay you. But this took my cold spirits from the last couple nights where I've really roughed it out in some cold, cold temperatures and brought me the joy that I didn't know that I needed. So thank you. Now, keep in mind, it's really hard for me to receive as a person. It just is. I'm really bad at when people do nice things for me being like, oh, thank you, and not being awkward, because I am a person who gives and gives and gives. And so for this particular situation, I was just like, oh my gosh, this is very kind. You don't have to do that. But they insisted, and the more that they insisted, the more that I knew that it was genuinely coming from the bottoms of their heart, not for any weird reasons. And you know, I think so often the weird part that we can take away from this is we stay on defense a lot, especially as solo female travelers, and we should. But at the same time, sometimes it doesn't have to be a defensive situation. Sometimes there genuinely is kindness. And the world is this big thing that's so complex, and so often we hear about the ugly and the scary and the bad that we forget that the good doesn't just come from us, it comes from others. And so in situations like this, it's really nice to just kind of be like, wow, that's so sweet. I wanted to hug them, and I did several times. And I would like to think that now that I can contact them and text them and keep up with them, that in the future we'll be able to connect somewhere down the road whenever I do go visit Kentucky and visit my family. And I'm super grateful. And you know, I like to always have like a little moral of the story with all of my videos, and to kind of share some of the things that happen. And a lot of times the big videos that people see are the ones that are like, oh no, my van broke, or oh no, something bad. But we should celebrate these kind of moments. So again, I'm gonna do a full tour of this and the property so that people who are coming to the Branson area will know what's up. But I wanted to kind of put it into context for you all, my long-term viewers who have been seeing it, who might be a little bit confused as to why I'm randomly staying in a 2-bedroom resort room by myself. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Like I said, my life is weird sometimes. I can say this though, it's going to be really nice to be able to like not lean over like this, like I do in my van for a couple days, because after the cold and after all the hiking I've been doing, my body's a little tired. And so I'm kind of happy that I'm going to get to do the full stand up, at least for a bit. At the same time, I have a lot of stuff planned while I'm here, so I'm going to fully take advantage of like that jacuzzi tub. Definitely, because the bubbles are going to make my body feel so good. And again, I can't say thank you enough, because I don't think anybody's ever done anything like this for me for the channel ever. And it's above and beyond in like a crazy way that I can't even wrap my head around fully. So if you are somebody who follows along for the van journey, I'll be back in the van in a couple days, don't worry. I'm not gonna be full-time traveling and staying in really nice places. That's just not how my life works. It's nice every so often to check into a hotel to treat yourself and things like that, and I've done that. And when I traveled through the Pacific Northwest with Riley, we did that a couple times because, well, we needed it. We were exhausted and we just needed that treat yourself moment. But this came completely out of the blue. And yeah, the positive is I have Wi-Fi. I can do some work while I'm here. So I'm gonna get caught up quite a bit and put myself in a better position so when I hit the road again, I don't have to worry about charging anything or having to worry about like downloading stuff or organizing stuff. And I'm just going to do all of those things this evening. And the irony of it is I already had like my dinner and everything planned. If I would have known about this, I probably would have just gone and gotten like a pizza. Ooh, a pizza would have been good in the oven. But you know, I have one more night, maybe I'll do that tomorrow. But I just kind of wanted to update you guys as to what's going on, and also let you know that this is not the norm. It was just the generosity and kindness of some amazing humans that, again, I hope that I can keep in touch with, and I hope we're seeing this so that they understand my gratitude. But remember guys, we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. And my good time's just gonna look pretty interesting. And guess what? There's a fireplace. If only I could put one of those in my van, right? Yeah. Till next time, guys. Bye.